Yeah, this is still the 36th annual convention, and this is JCLITV. And part of the provisions made for this year 36th annual convention is the registration center. So we'll be going there to see the provisions made and the purpose of the registration center. Basically, it's to collect data. So we'll be finding out the number of persons they've registered and how the registration has gone so far. Stay with us. Welcome back. This is the 36th annual convention of My God Never Fail, and I am Maria Ifafesobi, the host for the program. Yeah, like I told you earlier, we'll be moving to the registration center. This is one of the provisions made to make this 36th annual convention a success, and I'm here with the members of the registration center. Hello guys, how are you doing?
We're doing fine.
Okay, so I would like to know your name and your designation.
My name is Comrade Sean Akonde from Lanham USA branch, and our destination is we're just all members of the registration team.
Okay. My name is Ifafesobi and I'm Ado-Ekiti from headquarters.
My name is Ado-Ekiti from Ibadan branch.
And I'm Babayemi from Mayor branch.
I'm Bimisola Adeshi from headquarters.
I am Folisho Adiloju from Arepo branch and headquarters.
Okay, can you please tell me the main purpose of this provision?
Yes, so for the registration team, we started this last year, and one of the main reasons we started this was because we wanted to make sure that everyone was being fed, especially on the first of this convention. We've had many issues in the past where people complain about not receiving food, and we wanted to make sure that is a priority moving forward these coming years. So now what we're doing is we're registering each member, guests, new members as well, people from far and near, just so we can count them for upcoming year and we can get them an adequate cost of items that we will need for this convention and next convention as well.
Well, how effective has that been?
So far from last year and this year, it has been very effective because it gives the branches that want to donate and the individuals that want to donate a better adequate and amount to donate for the convention. So therefore, it has been very, very beneficial for this time.
Okay, can you give us like a rough figure of the total number of participants that has registered this year?
Yes, so far we have registered about 700 participants, and there are still more who are still coming to register. So the last day for the registration is the day before the 1st. So the 31st is the last day.
Yeah, when it comes to registration and data collection, technology can't be taken aback. How has technology helped you in achieving this?
It has definitely helped because now, as you guys know, we have other branches from international, other branches in other states as well. So those who might not be able to register here at the convention, they can register online, which we have given to each branch members to make sure they arrange that thing for them. So those who are using phone, we're in the day of technology nowadays, so it's more easier instead of like a whole big line coming during service. So it makes it easier for them, and it also makes it easier on us to give an adequate count on moving forward.
Okay, I can see you're holding a tag. What's the main purpose?
Yes, so this tag this year, we're doing something different. We are giving out these wristbands, and these wristbands will be used for the 1st of September. And each member will get a wristband except children under the age of 13. So if you have a child, we will still take their names down because we want to count all the children as well. But if you're an adult, we give the pink to the ladies and then the blue to the men. So all ministers, all church members, everyone will require this wristband.
Can you please expatiate on the tag? You said this can't be given to the children.
Yes.
So how do you take care of the kids?
So what we do is we usually write their names down. Once we ask the adult for their names, we always ask them, do you have any children with you? And most of the time, some will say yes, and then others will say no. But if they say yes, we usually take the kids' names down and we write the number of the children they have. So once they're ready to collect their food, we know that this person is with 2 children, and we'll give the children those 2 foods as well.
Okay. She made mention of using these tags and registration to share foods and all. So how have you been able to do that when you share foods?
Share food, we give it to them. We check if they have the tag already with them. So we now give it to them. If they don't have the tag, we will not be able to give them the food.
Okay, but what if in a situation whereby the person misplaced his or her own tag?
The person will come back to get another one.
Okay.
Okay. Then we'll make sure we sign on the tags. So if you're coming with a tag that there's no signature on, then it's not from us.
So with the tags and registration, dealing with a large number of people could be difficult at times. But how have you been able to manage that?
To manage that, we make sure when they come for the registration, the first thing we do is to ask them, have you been registered before? Then we try to write down their names, and whenever we're giving them the tags, we let them know that do not misplace it, because if you misplace it, that would be detrimental to those that have not collected, because it might not be enough, because we have a speculated number of the tags. So we make sure we tell them, do not misplace your tags. So with that, we try to just curb the stuff.
But in a situation whereby they are being rowdy and they just want to have their food at once, everybody wants to break in the evening, they're hungry and all that. So how do you coordinate that?
Well, with that, there used to be line. Everybody will be on their line, so there are space for visitors, and there's a section for the children, and there's another section for the adults. So each section, they've made arrangement already for them. So each sections, they're going to be serving them separately. The children separately, the adults separately, then the visitors separately too.
Is it that you have someone who shares the food, or you are the one in charge, so who shares the food?
Actually, no, we are not the one in charge here, but we have people that share the foods, and they know that without the tag, they can't get the food. So when they see the tag with you, they know you should get the food. So that's how it is.
Okay, but what do you think we should work towards next year? There's always a room for improvement. So what do you think we should work towards that next year to make everything go smoothly?
Yes, for next year, we definitely want to start registration on time. We don't want to wait till last minute. Obviously this is a new unit, and there's always room for improvement. So going forward for next year, we definitely want to start on time. Maybe we can talk to the ministers of charge in other branches, in the headquarters and abroad and international, that we will send out a code for them, a link, so they can register their members. So when they get to convention, it will be easier. We can do it by branch, and then we can just give it to them, one by one. So then we can actually know, yes, this person is here. Yes, this person have this many children come in. And if they know they have guests come in, it will be easier for the guests to just come here, since obviously they won't be at that respective branches. So that is what we're going to try to work forward for next year and moving forward.
Okay, just before we go, my last question. Yeah, you said with the data we have on ground that we have over 700 participants, and there's a probability that the number would definitely increase before the first or on the first. So how do you think you're going to manage that with the number of tags that is with you and with the food?
Yes, so since we started this last year, we already had a estimate count of how many people were here. And I think about last year, it was around 700-800 people that registered. It might be more people that was here, but we know that it was 700-800. So what we did to prepare for this year, we got 1,000 wristbands. So just in case more people wanted to register that didn't know about it last year. So then we'll continue to increase depending on our data for this year. So if we reach to maybe 900, we'll do 1,200 the following year.
Okay, so what's the impact of this on your lives?
This has really helped, because I used to be someone in church who does not do anything in church. I'm always like someone who just wants to sit alone in church, just come for service and just go back to my house. But since I've joined this unit, I've been seeing the good changes in my life. I've been able to mix with people, to mingle with people, to relate with people well.
Okay, I see that you're all adults, you're youth. So what's your advice to youth out there?
I would tell them to, like, keep being, they should participate more in God's work, because it's really going to reflect in their personal life. So that's what I'm going to tell them to do.
What, okay. What's the impact of this in your life?
I'm a kind of person, I don't like to mingle with people, but when I joined this team, I started mingling with people, talking and chatting, and I really see God's impact in my life.
Okay. And you?
Yeah, last year on our way, I was added to the registration unit on our way last year. So when I got to the convention, they told me I'll be part of the registration unit, and I was like, okay. So we did everything last year. This year, I was even the one that told the organizer that she should add me to the convention registration, because I find it more fun. This thing is very, very fun and lively. So I love the department.
Glad to know about that.
Yeah, like they all said, I used to be like a very unserious person before now. Yeah, so but after I joined, God has been really faithful in my life. So it's something that I always look forward to every year.
Okay. One last question before we go. Is this process mainly for the food, or is the data being used for any other thing in church?
Yes, that's a good question. It's not just for the food. It's for any other department as well, especially, for example, like for chairs. We know, like, using the registration, we can know, like, this is the amount of people that came. Let's prepare how many chairs we need moving forward, or how many programs, how many, different things using around moving forward. And also, it will give the ministers, those who don't have like branches in their respective nearby, we can, like, maybe this many people are living around this area. Maybe those ministers can move to that area and to help, move the church forward as well. So this registration team is not just for food; it's for many, many other things as well.
Okay, thank you very much, and it was nice having you all on set.